have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Moore in at the 3 spot. Now here's Poole. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound. Count the basket.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. And it's finished off by Stewart.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Coulibaly. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Cunningham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. And it's Detroit with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Clock at 6. There's Cunningham with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Cunningham's got 5 now.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Poole with the ball, and it's Ivy picking him up. Here's Coulibaly. Nails it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Cunningham drives in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Coulibaly. Pass to Valanciunas. And a miss there on the triple. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Staying the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Now here's Coulibaly. Poole outside. Back to Coulibaly. Pass to Valanciunas. 4 on the clock. Here's Poole. The rebound by Detroit. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Cunningham outside to the wing on the left. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Valanciunas. Kuzma against Duren. Poole outside. Here's Sarr. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Coulibaly. Stewart, left side. Pass to Ivy. Stewart, screen on Poole. Back to Stewart. And he's going to the line. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call.
Second team foul. Shooting for Detroit.
Worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. And defensively, you just cannot let Sarr get that ball inside.
Ivy, and he lays it up and in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Wizards trail by 3. Poole up top. He's watched by Cunningham. Now here's Koulibaly. Tight defense on him. Kuzma for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. He put together some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Malik Beasley is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Reed in at the 5, down low. The Pistons leading. Beasley outside. There's the drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to Bagley. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The all-around game of Brogdon. I mean, he's all for doing what's best for the team. A selfless passer.
Here's Hardaway. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
It's been a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. They trail by 1. Kispert with the ball. And it's Reed picking him up. Kispert, the pass to Holmes. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Outside Hardaway. Harris a screen from downtown. And Tim Hardaway gets a 3. Hardaway's got 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Brogdon, the pass to Kispert. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. George against Hardaway, 5 on the clock. George passes to Bagley. Over Harris. Ooh, rejected by Harris. Bay, he's checked in for George.
Coming onto the floor for your Wizards, number 14.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And it's Thompson penetrating. And the bucket is good. Now it's a 4-point Pistons lead.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Bagley, a screen on Hardaway. Outside Bagley. And he commits the intentional foul.
Tim Hardaway Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
2 minutes.
Beasley against Bay. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
Bagley, a screen on Hardaway. 17-foot shot on the way. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Hardaway into the lane. Harris outside. There's a screen. Another shot. And the layup is good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Out to Harris. Driving to the basket. Washington with a rebound. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kispert with the ball. He's picked up by Hardaway. Outside for Bay. Down low. Here's Brogdon. Ooh, Brogdon getting inside.
The offensive IQ Brogdon has is fantastic. A creative scorer in close.
Beasley into the lane. Out to Harris. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Harris has got 7 points for the quarter.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Pistons ahead, up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Sarr and Valanciunas are the inside pair. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Small forward. That's the group for Washington right now.
First team foul.
Poole against Cunningham. The 3 from Valanciunas. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Wizards trail by 5. Off the inbound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great job executing that inbounds play. That's got to make Coach happy.
And here's Cunningham outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Valanciunas who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Outside Coulibaly. Poole, a screen on Cunningham. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
Pistons foul. Randall Miller. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
90 seconds into the second half now.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive, Cunningham skilled at getting to the cup.
Pass to Coulibaly. Poole for three. Look at Poole showing the range.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Poole against Ivy. Now Stewart. Cunningham up top. He's got 14. Takes it inside. Back to Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Stewart, a screen on Poole. Here's Ivy. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivy executed the pick perfectly.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Now here's Cunningham to the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Valanciunas.
And you got to be aware when Valanciunas is in the area. He's capable of sending your shot back.
Poole from long range. Oh, it's a pool party in the corner.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Stewart outside. Pass to Ivy. Stewart, a screen on Poole. Here's Ivy. And he jams it home with authority.
And this is what makes Ivy special, his ability to finish with power at the rim.
Ooh, poked away. On the break. And here's Cunningham outside. Cunningham attacks for 3.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Poole from long range. It's rebounded by Moore. The Pistons lead by 6. Pass to Ivy. And the call is going to be yes on an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
A new lineup here for Washington. And here's Kispert from the arc. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Kispert's got 5 now.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
That one goes in. And the Pistons lead by 5.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Bagley passes to Holmes. Outside Brogdon. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
A smart move, using a little pump fake to get all the time he needed to go hard to the basket.
Yeah, it's just a simple move, but it looks so beautiful when it works. Reminds me of you, Grant.
Oh, I appreciate that, B.A. Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Bay, he's checked in for Washington. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Brogdon against Hardaway. Brogdon, the pass to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
And that is why you want the ball in Brogdon's hands, running your offense.
Unloads. Hardaway, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Wizards trail by 3, setting the floor for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Malik Beasley is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Reed in at center, locking down the middle. Now here's Brogdon. To the inside. Just 3 to shoot. Kispert, the pass to Brogdon, and he converts the layup.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Detroit has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Now here's Hardaway, defended by Kispert. Hardaway's shot is good.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Holmes. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Bay outside. Three-pointer, Kispert. The shot, no good. Detroit leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Thompson against Brogdon. Inside. Kispert outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Washington will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Holmes. Sarr comes in for Bagley. Kuzma's checked in for Bay. And it's Coulibaly in for Kispert. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Stewart comes in for Harris. Ivy's checked in for Hardaway. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Beasley. And it's Brogdon missing.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Cunningham into the lane. Stewart against Kuzma. Here's Cunningham. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Outside Coulibaly. Down low. Kuzma, that's good.
Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid.
Cunningham. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And Washington making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Here's Brogdon. The kick out to Kuzma. Here's Sarr. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Stewart. Ivy with the ball. Now guarded by Brogdon. Cade Cunningham with the flush.
There's Cunningham showing off that leaping ability. Outstanding finish with the slam.
Pass to Bagley. Back to Coulibaly. Brogdon with the ball. To the paint. Here's Bagley. On the wing, Kuzma. Clock at 4. The shot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Cunningham. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Cunningham going to work inside. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Back to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Leave leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Thompson against Brogdon. From deep three-point range, offline. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.
day.
Certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Williams is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center filling out the middle. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Thomas finds Johnson. Back to Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Koulibaly, no good. Thomas against Valanciunas. Thomas inside. Johnson right side. To the wing right side. Thomas a screen. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. The kick out to Williams. Johnson sends the screen for Williams. Johnson dishes to Thomas. Three-pointer. Here's Claxton. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they've got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. Took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild them.
So it's the Wizards now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Over to the left wing. Thomas against Brogdon. To the paint. Here's Koulibaly. Over Williams. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Thomas. A special move before the shot. Thomas got 6 points.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And Bay doing a great job of getting his feet ready to line that one up.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Thomas. He has 6. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. 8 points for him.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Brogdon. Johnson with the rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Williams finds Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Brogdon against Thomas. Second chance effort. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, scoring through a pretty good hit right there is Malcolm Brogdon. Here's an N1 opportunity.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:14 left to play in the first. Thomas with the ball, and it's Bay picking him up.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
The game now all time. Here's Thomas. He's got 8. Pass to Claxton. Outside Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. Johnson in the corner. Claxton with it. On the clock. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They double-team Brogdon. Bay finds Koulibaly. Back to Bay. Bay with a screen on Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Valanciunas. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Thomas. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game in Washington. And some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So for Brooklyn now, you've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Martin. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. And he makes that one. Poole's got his first points in this one.
And Poole can make some of those inside off-balance opportunities look easy.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated through their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach. The 3 from Poole. Good on the 3-point shot. Poole's got 5 points so far.
Shooters shoot. Poole just couldn't let that 3 go unanswered.
In the corner, Simmons with it. And he elevates for the slam dunk, and Marvin Bagley did not like that.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And here's Poole for 3. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Poole against Schroeder. It's Poole with the drive, and that one is good.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Schroeder. Up top, Simmons. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Wide open look. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Well, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But there's a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Now here's Schroeder after the miss from Corey Kispert. Bogdanovic wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Total focus from Bogdanovic on that shot, ready to fire off the feed.
Poole the pass to Kispert. And a miss there on the triple. Nets leading by 7. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
And another miss by Washington. The Nets have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. In the corner, it's Martin. Simmons on the wing. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Simmons sets a screen for Bogdanovich. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Will it go? And it's George finishing it off.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Now here's Schroeder. Simmons finds Schroeder. Three-pointer. Rebound by Kispert.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Poole gets it to go.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
Poole against Schroeder. Schroeder setting the pick for Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And George with the stuff.
And another area where Poole continues to work has just become a much more effective passer.
Schroeder looking around. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside for Martin. Here's Clowney. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Bay. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Brogdon in at the 1. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Bay passes to Valanciunas. Brooklyn with the rebound. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball on the wing. Williams. Back to Thomas. For the 3. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Thomas, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
From outside the arc, Coulibaly, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Here's Thomas. And the layup's good off the glass. Thomas got 12 in the game.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Brogdon kicks to Bay. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Encouraging to see Saddiq Bey just stay this confident and looking for that shot off the catch.
And Brent, talking about Saddiq Bey, he's the type of player that every team covets.
When you think about Saddiq Bey and where it is that he came from culturally in college, and this is a guy at his size and with his ability, you can plug in and play and know you're going to get.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach.
First team foul is overturned at the line for the Nets.
Time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Washington going with a whole new group here.
First team foul.
Wizards trail by 9.
On the court.
Out to the right wing. Saw the pass to Poole.
The third quarter.
George sets a screen for Poole. Outside, George. No good from outside. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Schroeder. Outside for Simmons. Got a hand on it.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sorry, using those long arms to knock that one away. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Sarr, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sarr's got his first 2 points.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Schroeder. Got it. Good job in the low post. Schroeder's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Poole against Schroeder. George with the screen on Martin. Kispert wide open. He fires. Kept alive. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, this is the level of activity that you want from Marvin Bagley. Relentless tonight on the offensive glass.
Bagley brings the double team. Here's Clowney. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive foul.
Bigger than you think. Bogdanovich, 6'7", has those wide shoulders. Man, he can create some mismatches.
The Nets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Poole with no one around. Another one falls for Washington.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Pass to Clowney. Back to Schroeder. Here's Clowney. And he jams it with authority.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Brooklyn ahead, up 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for Brooklyn now, Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Martin. And it's Clowney in at the 5 down low. And it's Schroeder missing. Wizards trail by 11. In the corner, it's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Schroeder kicks to Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Takes it inside, and he slams it one-handed.
Lightning quick first step from Schroeder. And phenomenal at throwing down that one on the drive.
Pass to Sarr. gets the three-pointer to fall.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Clowney, defended by Beck. Here's the screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Bay with the screen for Brogdon. Takes it off the glass.
There's some good length for Brogdon, and that helped him maybe get over the top and make that contested shot.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Back to Johnson. Thomas a screen on Bay. Johnson the pass to Claxton. The shot misses.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Down low, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And Kuz on the cruise with that bucket.
Thomas inside. He's guarded by Brogdon. Claxton sets the screen to Johnson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Wizards making a switch here. Sars checked in. Brogdon kicks to Bay. Back to Brogdon. Poked away. Johnson with it. Brogdon picks him up. Thomas passes to Finney-Smith. Johnson the screen. No good from Finney-Smith. Wizards trail by 7. Pass to Bay. The three. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, man, Bay needed that one, and so did the team.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Thomas gets the bucket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Washington's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Koulibaly with it. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Valanciunas. Another shot. He's off on that one. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Thomas, and there's the drive. The kick out to Williams. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Misses the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Koulibaly. Off target with his three. Williams attacking, and Williams throws it down.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Brogdon the pass to Sarr. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Thomas against Brogdon. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Assisted, Cameron Thomas.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building.
job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Simmons joined in the backcourt by Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Here's Thomas. And he goes in for the dunk.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. And here's Cunningham outside. Counted from distance.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Here's the three. And Thomas is good for three. Thomas has got 5 now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Cunningham. Up top, Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Just 2 to shoot. Thomas. The shot comes out. Ivy with the defensive effort. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. And guys, when talking to Coach before the game about Ben Simmons, it sounds like they know how they want to attack him defensively. Coach told me, you can't let him get the easy bucket. We need to force him to his right and flush him out of the paint. Sounds like they're going to try to keep Simmons as far away from the hoop as possible, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. Left side, Finney-Smith. Fires the 3. Duren with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And here's Cunningham outside. On target from range. 9 points in the game.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
And stolen by Cunningham. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Simmons, no good. Detroit leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Johnson to get back on track. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. He buries it from 3.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Ivy against Thomas. Outside Johnson. Fires for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Ivy, right side. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed. A great burst on his drives.
There's the screen. Johnson for 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Ivy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Ivy's got 7 points in the game.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Thomas with the ball, and it's Ivy picking him up.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
The Pistons lead by 12. A deep three. Claxton with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
So as we end the first quarter already. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Malik Beasley is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Paul Reed. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Moore in at the three. That's the group for Detroit right now. 5 to shoot. Up top Reed. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And here's Harris outside. Reed passes to Moore. Beasley against Schroeder. Second chance effort with the clock winding down from 7 feet away. And Beasley puts it in.
Well, that's Malik Beasley fighting through the contact to finish close. Nice.
Here's Schroeder. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Bogdanovich. He's scoreless. Clowney. Off the mark there with a three. Beasley against Schroeder. Hardaway with a screen on Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. Three-pointer. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And hey, we got Big Sean in the building tonight for this Pistons home game.
Yeah, a very proud Detroit native who has done a lot for this city. It's great to see Big Sean out here supporting his team.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's Clowney. Three-pointer off the mark. Inside, and here comes the break, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Here's Clowney. And a two-handed jam!
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Harris right side. Pass to Moore.
2 minutes remaining in the
Hardaway on the wing.
2 minutes.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball. Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Hardaway against Schroeder. He got a piece of it. Hardaway with it. No made baskets yet. The steal. Bogdanovich into the lane. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Harris on the wing. Back to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
Bogdanovich up top. He's guarded by Beasley. Watford with a screen. Schroeder passes to Watford. Down low. Here's Williams. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Hardaway. Harris outside. Hardaway on the wing. Beasley with a screen on Bogdanovich. Hardaway, no good. And so it's Detroit. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the floor for Brooklyn. Simmons joined in the backcourt by Thomas. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. Oh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Oh, Cade Cunningham, strong.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Thomas finds Johnson. Thomas against Cunningham. Thomas passes to Johnson. The three is up. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 12 points in the game.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Cunningham looking it over. Great focus there by Cunningham to knock it down.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Johnson a screen on Cunningham. Here's Thomas. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And the three-pointer goes.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Simmons with it, picked up by Cunningham. Simmons, the pass to Claxton. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 5 rebounds in the game. Claxton against Cunningham, picked by Stewart. Cunningham on the take. Duran up top. On the wing, Ivy. Duran, the screen. And it's Ivy penetrating. Cunningham against Claxton. Claxton with the block! And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Simmons. No points yet. And it's Simmons with the jam.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
It's Cunningham with a drive. And here's Ivy from the arc. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Thomas outside. Finney Smith up top, covered by Duran. Back to Thomas. There's the screen by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And he bangs it home with one hand.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Beasley for 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Williams' shot is good.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
Harris, a screen on Williams. Pass to Harris. Back to Hardaway. 3-pointer. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Hardaway's got 6.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the game's still closely contested. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Tobias Harris out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Moore in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Nets trail by 3. Outside, Williams. Out to Schroeder. Bogdanovich with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Schroeder. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
And here are the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Williams against Hardaway, and he dunks it down.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Bogdanovich finds Williams. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside, Williams. Outside Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich. Watford with a screen. Goes up on the wing. And he dunks it down. That one doesn't drop. The Pistons lead by 3. Picked it. Here's Clowney. Bogdanovich up top. Williams with the screen. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Schroeder. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
It's Thomas on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. Thomas passes to Claxton. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. Launches the 3. Cash from Cunningham on the 3-ball.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Thomas passes to Finney-Smith. To the inside. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Cunningham. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Stolen by Ivy. And here they come. The finish. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Big-time stuff from Ivy. A prime-time player on display.
Here's Thomas. No good that time. Thompson with some nice D. Detroit leading by 4. And here's Ivy from the arc. The offensive rebound. Out to the wing. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Johnson with it. And it's Ivy picking him up. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter here. Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's off from three-point range.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Cunningham. And that one is hammered home.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
Thomas finds Johnson. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Claxton. Duren with a steal. Ivy against Thomas. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Johnson. Back to Thompson. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And the Nets call time here. They're trailing by 6. All right, guys, what's your take?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
To the paint. Here's Watford. Up again. And so it's Detroit with the W. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or
This game to get back on track.
Yeah, Kevin, when you're struggling, sometimes you just need that one win to get you going, and then you can be propelled in the right direction. Don't underestimate the power of having some positive momentum.
Well said. And now Washington starting group. In the post, it's Sarr and Valanciunas. Koulibaly is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Bay in at the small forward. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Ivy, no one around him. No good on the three. And it's Washington's ball. Brogdon outside. Here's the screen. Pass to Bay. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Shows creativity when making plays for his teammates. Brogdon adds a refreshing dynamic to this group.
And a guy whose stand brings a lot of energy to the floor, Saddiq Bey.
Yeah, Kevin, you really like all the intangibles with him. Hard-working guy, confident, tough, great guy to have in your organization and in your rotation.
Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Over Koulibaly. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
For three, Brogdon hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Cunningham. High post Stewart from 17 feet out. The rebound by Brogdon.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. One thing he pointed out in particular was Valanciunas' ability to control the glass. Coach said we block out some nights better against him than others, but we can't play soft against this guy. So they'll have to try and keep a body on him at all times. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the Pistons with possession here after the basket by Washington. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Koulibaly, covered by Cunningham. Pass to Sarr. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Here's Cunningham. 5 points in the game. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Cunningham's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons.
And you see that one-motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Here's Brogdon, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
1:30 left here in the opening quarter. It's stolen by Cunningham. Let's go. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Releases. And again, Cade Cunningham. 14 points for Cade Cunningham.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Moore finds Ivy. Cunningham outside. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses from short range. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Wizards. They trail by one. Bay passes to Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Cunningham looking it over. In the corner, Ivy with it. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Poole and Kispert are the guard set. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's George in at the 3. Now, here's Kispert. Shot clock at 5. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Kispert's got his first basket.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game. Beasley outside. Harris up top. Thompson a screen on Kuzma. Lobbed up there for Thompson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Kispert's got 5.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And George kicks to Kispert. Bagley sets a screen for Poole. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Second personal foul.
Here's Poole. Nothing on the board. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Team second.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. On the wing, Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in. And it's a 3-point Detroit lead.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Poole with it, picked up by Thompson. And that one's good, George.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. And here's Kispert from the arc. Drills it from outside. Kispert's got 8 points. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And here is Poole. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep, Poole with the screen for Kispert. Back to Poole. Pass to Bagley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paul Reed. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Detroit on D. Bagley sets a screen for Kispert. And he makes good on the layup. 12 points for him. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here is Hardaway. Here's Reed, and there's another one for the Pistons.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Bagley the pass to Kuzma. Back to Bagley. Outside, George. Sinks that one from the post. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Pass to Kispert. With 1 on the clock, and a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons lead by 2. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Jerome leads.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, It's been a great performance from him. Really staying.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for the Wizards. After the review is over 2 shots.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
And the dunk by Stewart.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
The Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Koulibaly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. And the Pistons with possession here. It's a three-point game. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Bay passes to Valanciunas. Nice ball movement by Washington. Fires for three. Offensive rebound. Brogdon kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Koulibaly. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Duren pulls it in. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Cunningham driving the lane.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Back to Brogdon. Pass to Koulibaly. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Saw the pass to Brogdon. Now, Koulibaly. And the layup is good. And now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Ivy with the bucket.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Beasley for 3. Rebound by Kispert.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
1:15 left in the third quarter. The kick out to Poole. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Poole for the lead. Sinks the three-pointer. Poole's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Now, here's Poole. Kispert wide open. He fires. Again, the Wizards score.
The assist, Jordan Poole.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Hardaway. And he banks in the layup. Hardaway has got 9.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And Poole gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 1.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Poole against Beasley. Harris outside. Fires from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Poole kicks to Kispert. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the win. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So the Wizards 5 right now. Poole and Kispert are the guard set. George is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. George with the screen on Harris. It's Kuzma penetrating.
What a jam from Kuzma. The athleticism there makes him look unstoppable.
Outside Hardaway. At the elbow, it's Harris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Poole finds Kispert. Kuzma inside. Harris is there. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
It's Poole with the drive. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Stewart comes in for Harris. Aiden Ivey, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Beasley. Ivey against Brogdon. Back to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And stolen by Bay. It's Czar, top of the key. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Not a standout part of Sar's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Bay with it. Now defended by Cunningham.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Power down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
And what an effort from Brogdon on the play, doing whatever it takes to find the basket they needed.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. And a miss there on the triple. The Wizards have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Valanciunas sets a screen for Brogdon. Back to Valanciunas.
2 minutes remaining.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Cunningham outside. Stewart passes to Duran. Thompson outside. Ogden against Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. Hands it from downtown. Cunningham's got 23.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Here's Koulibaly. And good coming on the assist by Brogdon. Koulibaly's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Latrey laces one from 3.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Bay in the post. Ivy defending. And Valanciunas kicks to Brogdon. Here's Koulibaly. They set the pick. Inside. Sarr. Yes!
Oh, huge basket from the big fella Sarr. This rookie is fearless.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That is his first foul of the game. .26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Stewart. And here's Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Traps in the tray.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions. Don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Koulibaly. A three-pointer off the mark. And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. It was up for grabs, right?
we have here, Richard. Two teams that are very focused on the youth movement.
Yeah, a lot of young guys on both squads, which should make for some exciting plays, as well as some inevitable learning experiences.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Sarr and Valanciunas are the inside pair. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Bay in at the small forward position. Williams against Brogdon. Right side, Williams. From deep, Johnson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Pass to Bay. The three. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons looking around. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Big time flush from Simmons. You see how powerful he can be.
And it's Brogdon missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There's a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
And it's Washington with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Bay, good.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Johnson against Bay. Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Claxton passes to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Another shot. Thomas outside. Fires from the wing. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And Brooklyn with possession here. Drives to the hoop. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Jonas Valanciunas. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Now here's Coulibaly. Takes a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Simmons. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Puts it up off the inbound. The kick out to Williams. Takes the 3. Offensive board. And here's Thomas from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Thomas has got 10 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Confronting a shooter of JV stature is never easy, and he can make them pay for that mistake at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Valanciunas drops them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And here's Thomas. He's got 10. There's the screen by Johnson. Thomas passes to Johnson. 5 to shoot, and he drives in over Bay. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And here's Thomas from the arc. And Bay pulls it down. The Wizards trail by 12. Here's Coulibaly. A triple from the wing.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Williams. The 3. Rebound by the Wizards. 1:14 left in the first. Here's Brogdon. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Just a good old-fashioned hustle play. Brogdon gets ahead and finishes the break.
Now here's Thomas, tightly guarded, and miss after miss right now. Thomas against Brogdon, and can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. That's tipped. Nets leading by 7. Here's Thomas. The kick out to Williams. They set the pick. Outside Johnson. Launches it. Sinks the tray. Johnson's got his second basket.
You got to get out on Johnson, especially when he's roaming around these corner spots.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hey, no good. The Nets have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Shoots. Shot by Johnson, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make him all.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Thomas passes to Johnson. That'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Cam Thomas getting it done for Brooklyn. He put together. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Trendon Watford. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Bagley. Bagley is screen on Bogdanovic. The kick out to Poole. "11 feet out. Poole gets it in close. Nets leading by 8. All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Now here's Kuzma. Still no points. Here's Kispert. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Outside Bogdanovic. Watford outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. The 3 is up. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
Whoa, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. He shoots. And Watford pulls it down.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Bogdanovic from long range. Here's Clowney. Outside Finney-Smith. Knocks it down from distance. Finney-Smith's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Poole against Schroeder. Kispert outside. There's the 3. Kicks it to George. Back to Poole. Puts up a 3. Tipped away. Bagley passes to Kuzma. 3-pointer Kispert. Brooklyn pulls it in.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
1 minute to play. Second quarter.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Kispert with the ball. Now Bogdanovic defending. From deep. And again, Washington with a triple.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Here's Schroeder. Outside Finney-Smith. From the top of the key. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 14. Banked it in off the glass. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Schroeder passes to Bogdanovic. They set a pick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bogdanovic has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Wizards trail by 10. Poole outside. Kispert outside. 4-3. And again, it's Washington with a three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Bogdanovic. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Poole. Wow, Poole up the floor in the blink of an eye.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
5 ticks left to play in the first half. Kuzma for 3. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe. To start the second half. Sarr and Valanciunas are the inside pair. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Bey in at the 3. Here's Thomas. And a foul called on the way. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach.
15.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Simmons is checked in for Finney-Smith. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Bey driving in. Chalk up 2 there. Bey's got 5 now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Claxton. Still without a bucket. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Claxton a screen on Brogdon. Johnson. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Nets lead by 7.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Bey passes to Brogdon. Here's Sarr. There's the triple. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
And stolen by Williams. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Pass to Brogdon. Back to Coulibaly. Outside for Brogdon. And another miss by Washington. Nets leading by 12. Here's Thomas for three. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. 15 points in the game.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
Here's Sarr. Brogdon from outside. From deep, Brogdon.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Williams against Brogdon. Some solid defense from Claxton. And here are the Nets now. They're on a 15-5 run. Pass to Johnson. It's intercepted. They've got numbers. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. And again, it's Washington with a three.
A legitimate threat beyond the arc. Brogdon's sense for when to shoot from there is outstanding.
Thomas finds Johnson. Simmons with a screen on Bay. From deep, Johnson. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. The Wizards trail by 12. Up the floor. Here's Sarr. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Bay. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Fires the three. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Washington. Thomas with a steal. From outside the arc. Here's Claxton. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. And the Nets lead by 14.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Here's Coulibaly. Three-pointer, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Claxton. No good on the three. Brogdon against Williams. Bay outside from the arc. The putback. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the net. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page? Woo.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Clowney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points. And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Lots of room. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Poole, the pass to Kispert. All alone. Misses off the right iron.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Bagley finds Poole. They can't stop the run with that one.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Kept alive. Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Finney-Smith. Watford with a screen. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Three-pointer Kispert gets the three ball to go.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Poole against Schroeder. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Schroeder. Watford outside. Back to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Shoots over George. Watford, great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 19.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Bagley, a screen on Bogdanovich. And here's Kispert from the arc. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Poole launches it from deep. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Schroeder with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Schroeder against Poole. Schroeder can't get it to go. The Wizards trail by 19. And here's Kispert from the arc. Buries it from 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Clowney. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Bagley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Poole for 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Kuzma. And the 3 off target. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. For Washington, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
Pass to Clowney. Plenty of space. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Nets lead by 15.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. Johnson comes in for Watford. Williams is checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Thomas in for Schroeder. Here's Finney-Smith. He drops it from range.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Brooklyn with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Johnson for 3. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Williams. Here's Thomas for 3. tries yet again. Again, the Nets score.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Three-pointer Kispert. It falls. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior.
for a treat tonight. Getting to see some of the best young talent in this NBA.
No doubt, Kevin, the superstar potential on the court is here tonight, and it is immense. We got players destined to become some of the league's biggest names in the next couple of seasons. I'm pumped.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Isaiah Stewart out there with Duren. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
And here are the Nets. It's a three-point game. Thomas passes to Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
A shot by Stewart with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In the corner, Simmons with it. Outside for Thomas. Rocket 6. Off target from outside. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And when it comes to Jalen Duren, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical and strong and can rebound and gives you a different presence on the inside.
Carries it from three-point range.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now, here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Cunningham with the slam.
And Cade getting up that time.
Nets trail by 6. Thomas down low. He's against Cunningham. Thomas passes to Simmons. For 3. Rebound, Detroit.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Back to Stewart. Simmons pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Axton a screen on Cunningham. Fires the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Detroit leading by 6. Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their game.
Yeah, you love to lean into young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with quick decision making, and sometimes those don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how soon it is that they realize they can help each other, that's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize.
Ivey with it. Now Thomas defending. Ivey passes to Thompson. Back to Ivey. And slam dunk by Ivey.
And man, can Ivey fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
And Simmons kicks to Thomas. Axton a screen on Cunningham. Thomas, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Cunningham finds Ivey. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Pass to Thomas. And here's Simmons for three. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Detroit up by 8 in the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got Williams, Bogdanovich out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Clowney in at the 5, down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Brent, it's hard to find someone better, isn't it, than Bojan Bogdanovich if you're looking to space the floor.
No doubt about it, one of the better spot-up shooters over the last decade that this league has seen. And Bogdanovich has deep, deep range, so that spacing is going to allow other guys to do their work. This is the kind of guy you want in a half-court setting to make a lot of things happen. A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Here's Schroeder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Hardaway for three. Rebounded by the Nets. Schroeder dishes to Bogdanovich. This one for three. And it's Reed pulling it down. Detroit leading by 9. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Hardaway with a wide open look. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Hardaway out there to score and trying to be more consistent with ways to do so.
Here's Schroeder. Knocks down the three ball. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
Here's Schroeder. He's got 5. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Clowney. And the 3 off target. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Moore. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Moore's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, it's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Good on the 3-point shot. Bogdanovich has got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
Total focus from Bogdanovich on that shot, ready to fire off the feed.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Reed. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Schroeder with the ball. Beasley covering. Shoots. Here's Watford. Fires the 3. Rebound, Detroit. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris finds Hardaway. Harris setting the pick for Hardaway. Back to Harris. They grab their own miss. Hardaway passes to Reed. Reed a screen on Schroeder. No good from Beasley.
Not quite enough defense
That time around, just lucky he was off.
And that one is hammered home.
Wow, how about that? Remarkable verts there from Schroeder as he skies high for an impressive dunk.
Pistons leading by 7. Pass to Moore. Harris a screen. And Moore kicks to Hardaway. Now Harris. Back to Hardaway. Over Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pistons shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first.
Shooting for Detroit.
And so he hits both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And so it's Detroit ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Thompson. And it's Duren in at the center position. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. It's not going to go for him. Pistons leading by 9. In the corner, Ivy with it. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Duren. 6 on the shot clock. Ivy with it. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Here's Ivy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great. Defensively, though, there's a lot to improve on.
Well, sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
Outside for Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Ivy. The Pistons shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. It's stolen by Cunningham. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Claxton. Thomas outside. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And forget the pretty offensive skills. Simmons using his length to get some gritty points on that play.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Pistons leading by 10. Ivy on the wing. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Ivy's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with a shot.
Wasted no time on that one.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Fires the three, and another three for Detroit.
And Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
Here's Thomas. Here he goes. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Ivy with it. Out guarded by Simmons. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham, a screen on Simmons. 6 to shoot. From downtown, they get the rebound. Duran the pass to Cunningham. Duran with a screen on Simmons. Cunningham for 3. Pass to Stewart. At the top of the key, Thompson. Johnson outside. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Simmons finds Finney-Smith. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Again, Thomas missing. Pistons leading by 12. Out to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Ivy a screen on Simmons. Cunningham against Simmons. And Cunningham with the slam.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Simmons sets a screen for Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
13 substitutions on the court.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pistons lead by 4. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Williams is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Trendon Watford. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Clowney in at center. So that's the Nets 5. Hardaway dishes to Reed. Beasley outside. Pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Beasley with a screen on Williams. Shot on the wing. Hardaway, no good. Nets trail by 11. Williams kicks it over to Schroeder. Over Hardaway. Here's Williams. To the wing on the left. Screen by Watford. And Clowney can't get it to go. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Harris passes to Hardaway. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Pistons lead by 14.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
And it's Schroeder missing. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Beasley left side. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. Moore finds Harris. Here's the 3. Pass to Hardaway. On the wing, Harris. Takes a 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Tobias Harris can knock down shots from a lot of spaces. on the floor. He is definitely an offensive threat.
Here's Schroeder, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
No good from outside. Pistons leading by 14. Pass to Reed. Beasley outside. Reed, a screen on Schroeder. For three, Beasley, the rebound by the Nets. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hardaway for three. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Pistons shooting straight 49% from the field. Buries the long-range jumper.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
A great jump shooter, really from any range. That's Cam Johnson.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Stewart kicks to Ivy. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Ivy's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pistons.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Cade Cunningham.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
It's tipped and stolen by Simmons. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Thomas with it, picked up by Thompson. It's stolen by Duren. The drive by Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
So fast of foot on the run, Asir, tough to catch.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for...